Hi guys, Russia here and welcome back to I Want to Hug That Gator. Well, last time we hugged the gator and now we're going to continue to try and hug the gator. It has been a while since I've recorded this because Date Everything came out and it's been taking out my entire existence. But we are back. I do have a bit of a sore throat today, so I'm going to try my best. But if I don't do as well as I normally do, which, let's be honest, is never really that great. But now you know why. It's because my throat's a bit fucky. Let's jump right in. I forgot this is where we were. God, I have to do Damien's voice. Ah! Damien and Randy were waiting for us at the curb, the older man looking over Olivia with worry. Fuck. Oh, shit. I can't remember what voice I gave Randy. Was it when Fred told us Soph and I were beside ourselves? I'm fine. Randy didn't really hear her. As the instant her car door was open, her legal guardian pulled her up into one hell of a bear hug. Oh, come on, I'll get you kids some hot cocoa. That's his voice now. Damien watched on with a smile of relief as his father hauled her over his shoulder and marched into his home. Look how snowy your house is, Damien. You guys want to stick around? Vinny's still in school, so we'll have the consoles to ourselves. It's still pretty early, all things considered. Sure, I'd love some hot chocolate right now. Liz? I'd like to, really, but the council still needs to prepare the arrangements for Eadikins. Well, you know. Maybe I'll come by after if I can. Alright, well if you do, I'll make sure there's some cocoa left. Appreciate it. I've been trying not to think about Eadikin. With that, Liz drives off down the street. Come on, let's head inside before we turn into popsicles. Fucking freezing out here. Settling into the well-worn couch, I notice a distinct lack of a baryonyx. Where's Olivia? Randy chimes in from the kitchen, busying himself with an old-fashioned kettle. She wanted to rest on her bed for now, boys. Give her some time. No one can resist hot cocoa during weather like this, especially how I make it. Never had home-brewed hot chocolate, but if it's anything like his cooking, then it must be some good stuff. After a few minutes, Randy comes out with a tray. Where's the tray, Randy? Randy? Do you have some occult powers that I'm unfamiliar with? What is happening here on this day? Here you guys go. He passes around a few Christmas-themed mugs labeled with the family's names and leaves the last one on top a nearby drawer. I get Vinny's. You're gonna have to be Vinny for a bit. You cool with that? Huh, yeah, thanks, Randy. Man, you look cold. Were you out there long? It's true, by now the snow on my jacket's melted and my clothes are chilly and soaked. Oh, feel free to take a load off until you can warm up. I'll be in my bedroom resting. Holler if you need anything else. Bye, Dad. He gives Damien a pat on the back and leaves. I don't know why I do this. I always do this even when I'm DMing for D&D. Like, I always just give everyone... I know I should realistically familiarize an accent so in families they're cohesive, but sometimes when I'm like a vibe of a character, just a random ass voice comes out. Like, for example, on Sunday, I was playing the dad of one of my player characters, and he just now is a Cockney British man, and that's forever how he's gonna be. And no, the player does not have a British accent. But it's fine, it's fine. The mug is hot to the touch, but it's a welcoming feeling to warm up my icy fingers. I take a moment to gently blow air on the beverage to cool it down before moving it to my lips. Yeah, it's pretty good. Damien is chugging his. He finishes the swig and sets the glass down. I must have been half of it in one go. Well, there are multiple ways to enjoy anything. After today's events and weather, I really needed this. Another sip. It really is helping warm me up. I didn't even notice how cold I was. Hey, Vinny. That's you. Yeah? You good? I'm holding it together, yeah. Still a bit scattered. I don't blame ya. Hey, Pops doesn't want you venturing back into the tundra out there. You up for a game or something? He gestures to the entertainment setup. No, but go ahead. I'll watch. Damien thinks for a second, the few gears in his head turning in conflict. Was that shade, Inco? That was shade. Really, I don't mind. All right, I'll get set up. Damien sets his game up, searching several mismatched cases for the right CD and giving the screen a good thump to get it to work properly. Ah, the days of CDs. Grabbing a controller, he turns on the Xbox One, selects something called Rock Ring ODHG, and settles deep into his groove on the couch. This one's my favorite in the series. After a minute or two of gathering a full lobby, the Dilophospino DINO picks his class and begins his virtual rampage. Only a minute in and he's managed to get the first kill. I'm just a bit burnt out for the day. Getting pretty tired, actually. Hey, Inco. Yeah?
Olivia didn't come back with her wheelchair. Did something happen?
Yeah, she isn't taking Yadikin's passing well.
Man. Well, I'm glad you were there for her.
My eyes remain on the screen, lost in the vibrant violence as some in-game announcer proclaims Damien's digital massacre. On his part, Damien's frills wavered like crazy, and it looked as if his arms also wanted to wave in victory.
You want to talk about it?
I don't want to take up your time, Damien.
Come on, man. We've known each other for a while. You can be honest with me.
Not sure where to begin, really. Yadikin was really cool. I don't really have the right words for it. Somehow I think I'm unqualified to speak on it compared to Olivia. She knew him better than I ever did.
He was important to her, yeah.
We talked about it for a bit before Liz picked us up, but I'm worried I'm not much help.
Well, that's what we're here for, right? To help her out in any way we can. Best thing to do is be ourselves for her, and she'll eventually go through the motions her own way.
Yeah, that makes a surprising amount of sense. I slowly look up from my mug over to Damien, and you make it sound so easy too. He briefly meets my gaze before returning his attention to the screen.
I know I'm not the smartest guy around, but I do know Olivia. We don't share parents, but she's still my older sister.
Older sister?
Her birthday's first, And knowing Olivia, she'll be able to manage. But how are you managing?
Me? Trying to sort the maelstrom of emotions running rampant in my head is? Overwhelmed, I guess. I wish I'd gotten to learn more from him.
Olivia could probably recite some of his lessons by heart.
She probably could.
I remember the first time she got to work with some special paints in his class. She was just ecstatic. She came home a mess, covered all over with blues and greens and leaving tracks behind her wherever she went. When Mum saw her carpet vandalized, she threw her right in the backyard and hosed her off. I ended up joining in because it looked fun.
Eyeing the hallway leading to her room, a part of me wants to see if she's alright. That part simply wants to be closer to her again. Damien looks back again, the unspoken question clearly written across his arched brows. What about Olivia and you? Speaking of, I may have told Olivia that I liked her.
About time.
Huh?
What? You two have stuck together like glue ever since the summer barbecue. I mean, come on now. Anyone with half a brain could see that you were becoming more than friends. All the signs were there. Although, it does worry me a little bit.
Why is that?
Well, think about it. Your teacher just passed away. You're both wrecks right now. What if it's just that suspension bridge thing?
I don't know, man. It only just happened.
You're right. Sorry.
I do like Olivia. I know that. I guess I'm a little scared of the future.
How so?
There's just a bunch of things I still don't get about Olivia. Or maybe friendship in general. When I first arrived at St. Hammond, I never really had any friends like you guys. So to suddenly be involved in all of this, I don't know.
Think I get it, yeah. Things can be a little dramatic around here.
One way to put it.
What's so different about your old friends?
Never really had any. Well, that's not true. I had friends, but they were like day friends, you know?
Classmate friends, yeah. I got a bunch. And your folks constantly moving means they only ever lasted like a year tops.
Yeah. Am I a day friend?
No way. You come to our parties and everything. In fact, look.
He points to the subtle discolored patch on my jeans where Vinny's acid punch had failed to completely wash off.
We got you marked.
Thanks. It means more than you know.
To be honest, I always had a good feeling about you. Thought you'd be a decent addition to the group, but to see Olivia actually start opening up around you, 2 months ago, that was unthinkable. All those years I was trying alone, you know? Made it all worthwhile. Not to take credit or anything, I'm just really glad to see her happy after so long.
Moments of Olivia and I together flash into my head. Good, bad, and everything in between. It all culminates into a single image of her staring up at me with that smile of hers. Me too. Hard to believe that she's been dealing with so much inside when I first met her.
Well, Inco, some people just have a lot of problems they hide from the world. For example.
He puts the controller down and shifts to look me in the eye. His character is instantly sniped.
That hot chocolate gave me a tummy ache.
I'm being serious.
That was serious. It can be little things like that. Little stresses that add up. Now, it doesn't bother me, but someone else might just about ruin them. If you're trying to get with Olivia, I'll give you a nickel's worth of advice my dad told me. If a girl you like asks to wear your shirt at 2 a.m. and to bake cookies, She's an absolute keeper.
Huh. That's some pretty good advice.
Just don't break her heart, yeah?
Wouldn't dare to think of it. Damien offers me a fist to bump, to which I happily reciprocate. A door creaks open. Is it Olivia? Whoop. Both our heads turn back at the sound. Oh my god, is this the first time I've seen her without a purple jumper? I think it is. She kneels in the doorway to her room, leaning against the side railing. Damien nods to me and continues his game. The ambient gunfire and controller clicking fills the silence. I take the hint and stand up, slowly approaching Olivia as she tries to shuffle down the hallway. She's completely upright in a display of pure confidence. Even her tail is upright, as if to amplify her dignity. I'll have to tell her how cute that is when I'm not so drained. I wordlessly offer her a hand and she accepts. Oh, look at these two lovebirds. What a time, though, to finally confess your feelings. Like, I do agree a little bit with Damien here that it might not have been the best timing with the Attican just passing. But then again, emotions are heightened. Oh, geez. With her on my shoulder, I walk the both of us toward the living room couch and plop down on it with her. Oh, here. I lean forward to grab a cocoa from the coffee table. Most of the warmth is gone by now. Guess I can go warm it up in the microwave for her. She's tugging my arm. Come on, it's cold. She starts leaning harder against me to keep me from getting up all the way. All right, jeez. I give her the mug and she goes to start sipping instantly. I was going to warm... My voice dies as I feel her settle against my legs with a relaxed hum. Yet cold hot cocoa's not too bad. Her body relaxes more and I'm allowed to sit up enough for her to settle in by my shoulder. She's warm. The two of us watch Damien's game continue. Olivia continues sipping down her drink, letting one hand free from the mug. Her hand finds its way to mine and our fingers curl around each other's. Damien plays a few more games. I don't really keep track of how well he does. He probably fucking smashes it, dude. He finishes one last match and yawns, stretching back over the couch. Cleans up.
Alright, that's probably enough for me. I'm gonna get going. Give you two some space.
Okay. Damien gets up from the couch and slides his controller near the cabinet where it lied before. On his way out, he stops to look right into my eyes.
Hey, keep things chill, man. Don't do anything stupid, alright?
Yeah. He nods and heads off to the depths of the house. Woo! And just like that, it's quiet once more. You just got the brother talk, Inco. Is she asleep? Probs. I know I would be. Hey. I don't think you've seen my room before, have you? Not at all. Would you want to see? I'd love to. I watch her blush. Am I getting good at this? No, Inco, you're not. Okay, just walk me there. I will. Similar to before, I help Olivia off the couch and we shuffle our way towards her room. Every day I'm shuffling. May have been in bad taste. Whoa. Oh my god, are we going to see the... I'm not sure what I was expecting Olivia's room to look like, but I'm surprised. Her little hamster. Is he a hamster? It's the air that hits me first, a strange mix of a heavy fake floral candle trying its best to cover the almost nostalgic scent of art supplies. Band posters and paintings of dinosaurs cover a lot of her wall space, like the room is her own personal canvas. Her desk sat beneath the window again, but space that wasn't covered by the faded-looking paper was instead covered in dried-up paints. Right next to that, a dresser holding up a decades-old television and retro gaming consoles. All in all, it reminds me of the rooms they'd shown in older high school movies. So, where do you want? Just on the floor's fine. I gently lower Olivia to the floor, letting myself sit cross-legged next to her in the process. So, what do you think? I think it suits you. Figured you wouldn't have any chairs. Got this really soft rug and a beanbag chair over there. She gestures to a beat-up lump in the corner near a large lamp. Olivia pulls something off her bed. It's a laptop, open to a music program. But I don't recognize any of these songs, or bands, or albums. It's a pretty big track list. What music do you listen to? Sort of a closeted metalhead. Whenever I'm alone, I put some on at full blast while I do chores or art. Generator Head, Super Death, Iron Tomb, you name it. So Motorhead, Megadeth, and Iron Maiden. Maybe. What do you listen to? Please let us get in. Don't look us away. Please let us get in. Don't look us away. Mumble rap. I listen to mumble rap. I like the pause. Was that shade, game devs? A lot of shade in this part. That scratches your brain then. Anyway, my dad was super into heavy metal when I was a kid, and he got me into it. I'm also into heavy metal. Influenced by my brothers, I think. Well, brother. And Damien and I would be playing out in the yard and his mum would be making lunch. Our dads would be in the garage, blasting heavy metal music while they worked on the car. Working on cars? Yep. My dad and Uncle Randy would Randy would fix up some cars. She clears her throat. Huh, I think that's the first time I've heard you call him Uncle Randy. Yeah, I call him that sometimes, along with Auntie Sophia. You call him Auntie Sophia? Your right hand comes off? What are you... Oh, Olivia lunges over to chomp at my hand, and I have to take a moment to check my fingers just in case. Hey, I was joking. So was I. But yeah, I listen to a lot of this. You want to hear any? She offers me the trackpad. Anything I see, huh? Say, what kind of music is B flat? Music is a bit lame, actually. Wait here. There's actually something else. Something else? Something nobody else gets to see. I'm gonna show you my chest. Olivia! Here it is, look. Olivia holds out a small wooden box. There are 2 rusted metal latches that have long since aged past their use. Oh, like a treasure chest. I'm kidding, I knew what she meant. Inco got excited though, if you couldn't tell from his face. I can't see it quite well in the dim lighting, but I think if I were to hold it up in the sunlight, I'd see a thin layer of glitter glue coating the whole thing. It's also been painted carefully, with very thoughtful attention to tones and dye. What could even be inside? Honestly, no guesses come to mind. Could be anything. What are you waiting for? Open it. I carefully open the lid. Whoa. Inside is Olivia's chest. I mean... the box filled with various baubles and trinkets. And her chest. What is all this? It's like my own little hoard. I've been saving up lots of little things throughout the years. I do that. I also have a lighter that looks eerily similar to that. Nobody else has ever seen it. She holds out the box for me to take. It's heavier than it looks. This must be some high quality material. With the box in hand, I sit on the end of the bed. Actually, I have a bear. Mine's not. I don't have like a box. I have an Irish leprechaun bear that my dad got for me from a trip to Belfast, and it was a backpack as well as a plushie, and I've used that to put all my hidden goodies in. I think I even have my old flip phone in there, which is crazy now that I think about it. It's also crazy to think that I had a flip phone. Oh my god. I'm not that old, I promise. I'm old, but not that old. Olivia manages to crawl her way up to sit beside me. She reaches inside to grab her teeth. Can I pick? Oh, this used to be Uncle Randy's. Does the engraving mean anything? She shakes her head with a soft smile. Not really. He said it's harder to steal and hide stuff that looks unique. Really? Really, I think he thought it looked cool and not tacky. I think it looks cool. You would. Okay. What are these? Just a couple cool rocks I found around. I used to also have a rock collection. I went to America when I was a kid and I would collect rocks from each different state I went to. I don't know what happened to it now that I think about it. I wish I still had it. I had some really cool rocks. I liked how they looked, so I kept them. I grabbed one of the rocks to give it a closer look. It's grey with thin brown lines all around it and smooth to the touch. It'd be a perfect skipping stone. That one's my favourite. It tastes like salt. How do you know that? I tasted it. Okay, Olivia, what are these? Oh, hey. Wow, some of these look really cool. Of course they do. I picked all these out myself. Where'd you get these? I pick one up whenever I see one. They're a dime a dozen. They're a dime a dozen? What's that? That's my first tooth. Wow, I've never seen baby dino teeth up close before. It's so tiny and sharp. What's that one? That's my 58th tooth. Your teeth grow back? Yours don't. Humans. Not unless you get randomly lucky and have a third set of teeth. Like someone I once knew. Oh, I love this little guy. What's that? Let me show you. Olivia rummages through the box and plucks out a tiny hexagon piece. She then places the plastic ball onto it, and right before my eyes it transforms into this little robotic-looking dinosaur. Oh, this is a Cavemanon, dinoid to be exact. I was hooked on the show when I was younger, and always asking to get the toys for my birthday and Christmas. Vinny's got the rest of my old collection, This one was always my favorite, so I keep it here. It's so weird because I used to play this card game called Vanguard, and they changed the way the game worked entirely, and me and my friends no longer wanted to play it anymore, but I still kept one of the cards just because I used to run Neonectars. So I kept 100% orange as my good luck card. Even though I no longer play, I still have it. I want to look at the paintbrush. A paintbrush. Very important paintbrush. Olivia's lips turn upward slowly as each bristle of the brush flicks away from her thumb. Though she averts her eyes away from mine, I can see the green of her scaly cheeks turn red. Sorry, just got sentimental for a moment. This was the first brush I ever had. Dad gave it to me on my 5th birthday. Her tone falters slightly. Dad always asked me to make him little drawings. Every time I finished one and gave it to him, he'd tell me it looked amazing. I could barely draw a circle back then, but he'd still gush over them and... She shakes her head. I think he put them in some scrapbook. I don't know, but he'd kept them all. Olivia looks back to me, her embarrassment turning into bashfulness. Thanks. I guess now we'll look at the photo. It's a picture of Olivia's chest. I mean, of Olivia at the shore. Good job, Inco. This was from last summer. Dad had a weekend off and we all went swimming together at the beach. The sun was just setting and I decided to take a picture since it was a nice view. Plus, I felt pretty. Maybe we could go together sometime. Maybe, yeah. She places the photo back in the box. Minutes go by as Olivia continues showing off her personal little hoard. All tiny objects that Olivia's chosen to keep with her this whole time, eagerly explaining the significance of every little piece of hers that she's got locked away in here. Apparently that's a common thing to do. By the time we're done, she's resting her muzzle on my shoulder. Maybe it's just sentimental people that do that. I'm a very big sentimental bitch. Items have meaning to me. Like, oh god, this might be a bit embarrassing. My dad used to go home a lot because my dad's from Northern Ireland, and he used to go visit home a lot. And once he went for, I can't remember how old I was really young. And he went for nearly a month, and he bought me a pack of Tic Tacs at the airport when we said goodbye. And I had the same pack the whole time he was gone, even after I'd eaten all the Tic Tacs, and I would just smell it sometimes, even though it had nothing to do with my dad. Like, it smelled nothing like him, just smelled like mint, but it would just remind me of my dad while he was gone. Very weird, very strange, embarrassing thing to tell, but hey, I was young, I was a kid, and smells are important. I don't know. It's been a crazy long day. I'm pretty exhausted myself. Can you put this back on the dresser there? Sure. I gently move her off my shoulder, much to her muffled groans of protest. Then I carefully place the box back where it was on the dresser. A small friend pokes his nose curiously through the bars of his cage. Hey there, little guy, long time no see. Were you napping? The black and white mirrored replies with a series of squeaks. I like to think he's saying that he's glad to see me. Hey, Olivia. Oh, I'm pretty exhausted too. Bed's definitely off limits. That leaves either the floor or the couch outside. Or, that beanbag chair looks pretty inviting right now. I slump into it, the beads inside scrunching under my weight as I settle in. It's soft. It smells a bit like paint on Olivia's hair. Does Olivia lay on this while she works? Probably. Oh, good night. As I start to drift off, the last thing my weary eyes take notice of is Olivia sleeping soundly on her bed. With how emotionally draining this whole day has been for us, it's nice to see her looking so peaceful. I begin to stir from my deep, cushiony slumber. Feels like there's something heavy across my stomach, stopping any ability to move. Did someone throw a weighted blanket on me? Actually, it feels like whatever's on me is vibrating. What is it? Olivia? She's on me. My entire head grows hot as my brain tries to process the situation. As she's her chest pressing close to mine, I can feel her rhythmic breathing against my body. It's deep, slow, and with a subtle but noticeable rumble with each exhale. If I focus hard enough, I could probably feel her heartbeat. Maybe she sleep crawled onto the beanbag and didn't realize that I was on it. I should probably wake her up so she can get back to her bed. Anytime I try to move, her limbs cling tighter around my body like a boa constrictor. With all but Olivia's tail wrapped around me, any attempt to escaping her hold is fruitless. Yeah, because she's a fucking massive dinosaur and you're like just tiny little human. Olivia looks even more peaceful than she did on the bed. Maybe she doesn't know that I'm here. I'll leave her be. Last thing I want to do is make her a cranky gator. With my free hand, I managed to grab my phone. Checking the time, the digital clock says it's only 5 minutes past 4:30. Plenty of time to continue my nap. I nestle my head back into the beanbag and let the feeling of Olivia's rumbling lull me back to sleep. This feels nice. A morning alarm lulls me from my sleep and into the world of the living. I ended up spending the night at Olivia's place. Randy and Sophia thought my parents would actually be worried that I stayed with strangers for the night. When my folks hadn't answered their phones, Sophia was left fuming. Randy didn't look as bothered though, and the two calmed down after I made something up about a business trip. Honestly, I'm probably right anyway. On the upside, I got to spend the night with Olivia. Last night, we even turned the living room into some kind of blanket and pillow fort. Felt childish to huddle up on the floor with Olivia and watch her play old computer games on the outdated TV, but I had more fun than I'd like to admit. But now that Fridays rolled around, it was time for school. Olivia's wheelchair was out of commission until Randy could get a replacement, meaning she'd have to miss out today. Given the state of both her emotions and wheelchair, it pained me to have to go without her and leave her all alone. Honestly, I don't want to be alone in my cold and empty house either. Miss Sophia is one hell of a cook. Last night she made a delicious meatloaf. Did somebody say meatloaf? Guess I know now who Olivia got her culinary skills from. Yeah, you fucking bet. I panicked for a second. I was like, where's his face? I rise from the couch, pulling the spare blanket off of me. The pains let me sleep on the couch, but at some point Olivia must have dragged herself from her room to join me. As I try my best to get up without waking her, I pull out my phone to check the time. It's about the same time I normally wake up. I'm kind of impressed with my own internal clock. You awake, son? I jump as Randy makes his presence known behind me. His hands idly button up a floral shirt as he motions ahead towards the unconscious Gator lying on the couch. Guessing he has the early shift. She wasn't there when I went to sleep. Don't worry, not accusing you. Damien's already up and the kitchen's got cereal. Don't be late for school. I nod in response, taking a few moments to put my jacket and glasses on before heading to the kitchen. Oh, hell yeah, Damien. Even if I didn't remember where it was, it wouldn't be hard to find. Damien's busy slurping honey oats like a jet engine. It's also right behind you, dude. Oh, Inco, you hungry? Before I can even reply, the Dilophosaurus jumps out of his chair and makes for a nearby cabinet, procuring another bowl and spoon, which he slides across the table. Thanks.
Most important meal of the day, man. Eat up.
He gestures to the half-gallon of milk and box of cereal on the table. I take a seat across from Damien and pour myself a bowl. Normally I'd skip breakfast on account of getting an upset stomach during PE. Then again, that could be my PTSD with the burritos talking. With spoon in hand, I get a scoop of cereal and begin eating. You know, as far as cereals go, it's a little bland. If I had to guess, they probably avoid any of the colourful sugar-filled cereals to prevent Vinny from bouncing off the walls. More than he usually does, at least. I continue enjoying my bowl of cereal with less ferocious haste than Damien. It's not long before we're both done, and Damien stands up without any intent on cleaning up after himself.
Liz should be getting here any minute now, so we can wait outside.
Sounds good. I take the time to rinse off our dishware in the sink before anything else. Damien looks a little guilty as he realizes what I'm doing. Finally, with breakfast dealt with, we get ready to head outside into the cold, harsh world. As I grab my backpack by the couch, I take one more glance at my slumbering girlfriend. She's taken up the entirety of the couch now, the blanket we shared falling away as she spreads out into the spot I was just at. Should I give her a kiss goodbye? Or maybe fix the blanket for her? Oh no! I want to give her a kiss goodbye. But should I also tuck her in? I don't know. What do I do? Help me, people. I don't like choice. I really hate picking things. Let's just give her a kiss goodbye. Fuck it. Staring at her soft-looking lips, I shake my head and kneel down, pressing the softest pecks on her brow. Yeah, I didn't mean on her lips. Kiss her forehead. Sometimes that's even more, intimate than lip kiss. As I turn away from her, something catches my wrist. It's Olivia's hand. With bleary eyes full of sleep, she looks at me, silently asking me to stay.
Oh, Liz is here.
His words make Olivia tighten her grip. Painfully tight. Ow, hey, I'll be back tonight, okay? She's fighting to stay awake with eyes fluttering and hand grip waning. Olivia? Promise. Kneeling back down, I place another soft kiss on her head. Promise. I think she accepts that as she lets herself slump back onto the couch.
Inco.
Sorry, had to do something. Damien huddles himself and charges into the cold right to Liz's car. She flings the passenger door open just in time for him to leap in and close it. Behind him. Say goodbye to your girlfriend. I get one last look at Olivia before I shut the door and hurry down as well. Bye, Olivia. Whoa! Oh man, the car is nice and warm. I forget that her fucking neck spirals like a piece of pasta.
Morning, Inco. You really stayed the whole night?
Liz starts down the road towards the school. Morning. Yeah, I didn't want to be alone in the snow.
Is that why you smell like Damien's deodorant? His clothes are looking pretty ragged by now too.
Shut up. I'll have to get a shower and a fresh change of clothes as soon as possible. Damien and Liz keep the conversation moving and my mind starts to wander. Man, poor Olivia. Who knows when a replacement chair is coming in? Could be anywhere from a few days to weeks. She's just gonna be stuck home that whole time while I still need to go to school. Won't be the same. We won't get to be together in the art room after school, all alone just talking, making fun of my bad paintings. Just us. Man, wait till the Attican finds out where... Damn it. Yeah, that sucks, bro. Well, I guess he knows by now then. Man, it really won't be the same.
Yo, Inco, you good? Seem pretty down all of a sudden.
I'll be fine. I appreciate you guys, really. This has been the best school year of my life so far. So thanks for being my friends.
Hey, you're cool too. What brought this on?
Damien.
Oh. This last school year has been pretty special. Hanging out with you guys so much has changed in such a short amount of time. Even if things are shaky right now, it's really been worth it. I have hopes for what comes next year.
Me too, Liz. Silence falls over the car as Liz takes off. Damien's hand is only occasionally spotted away from the radio knob as we all sit in companionable silence. It's nice taking a different scenic route to school. Toot, toot, toot. And that's where I'm going to leave it for today. Short part, but, you know, we're getting things done. We're on the move. We got to stay the night at Olivia and Damien's house. It's cute. I'm glad that they're together. I don't know where, like, I'm still kind of reeling from the shock of Mr. Yadikin. That shook me to my core. I was not expecting him. He was my favorite fucking character. And then, yeah, anyway. But I'm excited to see, like, where the story goes from here. Hopefully Mia doesn't give us any more trouble. I want to see some resolution with Ben, though. Like, it's still weird to me that Ben is... Yeah. Anyway, that's where I'm going to leave it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I hope you get to play many, many games, and I will catch you in the next one.